All right, thanks for coming in. All right, so we're trying to get the word out about vaccines, right? And now you've suggested that you would create a completely original song
That's right. Completely original.
because we can't afford any money for rights. We're a volunteer group.
Understood.
Okay, tell me what you have.
Okay. I know a girl with eyes of blue. She don't want corona. So what she gonna do? She'll get a vaccine. Vaccine.
Oh, okay, well that's actually the tune to "She Don't Use Jelly" by the Flaming Lips.
Really?
Yeah.
Thought I came up with that.
Nope. It's got to be completely original. We could just do a commercial telling people about the vaccine.
Boring. No. Okay, here we go. You gotta wear a mask. I shouldn't have to ask. Don't let yourself get sick. Vaccine.
Glycerine by Bush.
No.
Yeah.
Come on, vaccine. Oh, you know what I mean. You mean everything.
Yeah, we're going to go a different way.
What's going on, Empire? This is Stupid Shocking Stupid on the DVM Production Empire. I'm Patrick.
And I'm Bear, and we were the stupid, so you don't have to. Oh, but we're not the only ones being the stupid this week.
That's right.
We have a very special guest.
Bear's baby.
My baby. I flushed it.
No. What?
It was making so much noise. I was like,
I get it.
Rouse. It's covered in poo. Now we have all the way from the place he's getting currently tortured, Cody Frederick. Oh my!
I can't tell you guys where I am. It's a secret location. All I can tell you is that these are not real fingernails. They replaced them with something completely.
Good.
Yeah, oh man!
How you doing, guys?
We have not seen Cody.
Not seen Cody
in years.
In years.
All of a sudden, he starts commenting on one of our episodes.
Yeah,
because he's bored in the middle of the afternoon one time,
and I said, "Who is this person?"
Yeah, right. Who is the Kodai Fredrock?
Kodai Fredrock.
And that's me. That's me. I am Kodai Fredrock.
I fucking knew it.
You guys.
Patrick, I fucking told you.
It's true. I haven't seen you guys in a long time, and it kills me to know that I haven't, because I do miss our antics.
Antics.
Yeah, we had antics. I'd say antics.
We had some good times.
It's like old furniture. No, that's antiques.
Yeah.
Antiques. Sorry, antiques. We had antique antics, and yeah.
Well, we've all obviously experienced different things over the last 5, 6, 7 years. It's hard to imagine that's how long it's been since we've last really spent a lot of time together.
Right.
And for those of you,
our odd couple photo recently popped up in my memories on Facebook.
Oh, did it?
Yes, Cody and I were in Odd Couple together.
Yes, we were. And that was memorable. Something that I'll never forget. I cleaned myself pretty regularly before and after the play.
Mm-hmm.
I think I have a picture somewhere of you wearing a bright red wig.
Yep.
So
that was
you're dead to me, Bear.
That's how we lost a guest 4 minutes into the show.
Visual bit.
I don't need to take this. I live in Hollywood.
Well, I live in Van Nuys, which is not really Hollywood. But
I worked on a Disney Plus show. Do you know who I am?
You know my name.
They don't.
Except their accounting department does, because I complained.
Yeah. Oh, dear.
Oh, man. So we do have a segment on the show, Cody, called Close Encounters of the Stupid Kind. Okay. And I know we didn't brief you on anything beforehand because we just want to throw it at you and look at you struggle. Mm-hmm. Do you have any recent events that you are legally allowed to talk about where you ran into something that was just the stupidest thing you had to deal with?
Oh, the stupidest thing I've had to deal with in recent events.
I know there's NDAs and such that you can't talk about some things.
Totally. Yeah, because
Cody's the only friend we've ever had to hang out with that we had to sign an NDA to hang out with him. It's the only time that's ever happened in my life. He's like, you guys can come see where I work, but I need you to sign this legally binding document.
Some people will say, don't tag me in any pictures. He said, sign this contract and don't tell anyone you ever saw me.
That's right. And then tag this guy. And then
we're going to go make something and show everybody. That's the best part. That was the best part. It's like, hey, one day we're going to show everybody this. Don't talk about it.
Man, stupidest thing that I've experienced with somebody. You guys might remember that my mind is really short. I don't remember much of anything. And if somebody's done something stupid, it's normally because I've done something stupid.
Give it to me.
Oh, yeah. I'm kind of blank.
I have something stupid. We asked Cody to be on our show and be entertaining.
Yeah, that was really stupid of you, Patrick. I can't believe you did that.
I thought he would be able to be.
Well, let's do this, Patrick. Let's set expectations low and then deliver high. And I always, I don't deliver anything.
These expectations were set negatively.
They were.
You were going to listen to this podcast, but you were going to owe us entertainment. We have Cody on.
Okay, well, I got something stupid. There's a guy, 64 years old, right? And he decides to tell the world, he decides to go up to a woman that's 30 plus years old, a woman that you would consider to be woke, probably, if I'm saying it correctly. And he's from a different time, a different era, where you can go up and maybe say something inappropriate to a woman, or even imply that you would like to be intercoursing them. And this 64-year-old man decides to do it with this 30-year-old woman. And his expectation is that it's going to not ever go public. Well, he's wrong. His name's Andrew Cuomo, and he likes to say really inappropriate shit to young women, and he thinks that it's 1972. And that's what we've got, boys.
All right, cool. So that's it for Cody, everyone. Hey. Thank you so much for coming out.
Anyway, yeah, that's
definitely pretty stupid.
Speaking of stupid stuff like that, y'all ever hear about this Bigfoot feller?
No, what happened?
Well, we unfortunately cover Bigfoot a lot on this show.
Yeah, that's the weirdest thing about this year. Like, we've mentioned Bigfoot multiple times.
Well, you remember that the Oklahoma State rep had a plan to make a Bigfoot hunting license.
Yep.
With a $25,000 bounty for his capture, but you can't kill him. He has to be alive.
Yep. He has to come with you willingly, apparently.
When was this?
Yeah, Bigfoot.
Just a few weeks ago that
do you have to buy a tag to do this?
Yeah, that's the hunting license.
Like, so you do have to buy a hunter's tag to be able to go out and hunt Bigfoot.
Yep.
In order to get this bounty. I mean, you could illegally poach things.
You want to get the bounty, don't you, Cody?
Well, my thought is you could capture him, putting in your basement, and then go apply for the tag.
Yeah, but then you got to leave him alone in your house.
Yeah. Have you ever left you have a dog with separation anxiety? What's the Bigfoot with separation anxiety going to have?
You're absolutely right. He's going to
separation anxiety and large feet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true. And more hair.
He's going to chew up all your ceiling tiles.
Totally. How tall is this basement?
Yeah, and
I don't know. He's Bigfoot.
Ceiling tiles. What is this? Ceramic? What are we talking about, Bear?
Hey, you could those like corrugated boards, the drop ceiling.
Yeah, you got a drop ceiling in your basement.
You know you're a drop ceiling basement kind of motherfucker.
I don't have a basement.
Exactly.
You're in a cellar. You're currently in a cellar. Visual bit 916. We're clearly in a cellar right now.
The entire bit entire show up to 916 visual bit. Cody being kidnapped.
I am in this prison, this undisclosed location somewhere in California. You'll never find it.
Oh, okay.
Is it that cold, or is it that cold there? Or is it just?
It's actually cold in this space because you see this cinder block. It's like all around me, and it does a very good job of like.
So it's not just an accent cinder block wall.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're like, we're gonna make the rest of this wood, but I want cinder blocks on the north side just for fun.
It really brings out the inner city feeling in this illustrious Bounty Hills.
Well, so does the hat.
Oh yeah, well.
That's why I was wondering if it was cold or if it was just a.
Hey, I'm wearing a hat.
Yeah, but you're like your hair is awful.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So yeah, that originally got shut. His original thing of
He took the hat off.
If this is how we're doing it, boys, I'm not afraid. Let's do it. Let's get dirty.
You quite literally look like a serial killer right now.
He looks like the kind of person that would be like, "Oh wait, you got that Bigfoot hunting license? What does that mean? Like, can anyone get one?
Oh, can I find one? Do I need a gun? Can I just use a knife to hold them hostage?
I'd rather use a knife or a bow and arrow. That's the natural way to hunt Bigfoot.
I want him to know that it was me that did it to him.
Yes.
Bigfoot, look at me. It was me. He's like, all right. He doesn't speak English.
No, Bigfoot.
So I'm going to teach him English. Then I'm going to stab him.
See, that's the thing.
No, it was
because you want him to yell no, not. You're like, I need to hear something.
Was that pain, or was that just him noticing that it was pain?
Republicans would say, "Hey, let's pay somebody to capture Bigfoot." Democrats would say, "Hey, let's pay somebody to capture Bigfoot and teach them to speak English."
Damn right.
Mm-hmm. And the stupids would say, "I wonder what his meat tastes like."
Is that stupid?
Because he's known as a good griller.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah, he grills fish. It's so great.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, did you? What, you think I was going to eat him?
No, that's
what in the warehouse thinking is that?
What in the wild warehouse is going on here?
So anyway, Justin Humphrey's bill got shot down, but it's not done yet. He's trying to get. He got the exposure that he was hoping for, and now he wants to really get it going with a bigger reward. And the an upcoming Hollywood Bigfoot movie pledged around $2 million, while another private business promised an additional $100,000. So now there is a $2.1 million bounty on Bigfoot's head in Oklahoma.
It just got worse and worse.
It got worse. It
was literally sitting around going, "What did I do? I don't want to be in your photos. I just want to walk around. What did I do?
Let me apologize."
I mean, if you're this lawmaker, is the thing, you go in, you're like, "I got this bill, guys. $25,000. We'll pay whoever captures Bigfoot alive." And they're like, "Sorry, man, it needs to be more. $25,000 isn't enough."
I don't go hunting mythical beasts for anything less than $500,000.
Well, Ian McKinnon is listening to us live right now from Scotland. Do they have Loch Ness Monster bounties?
Yeah, we need to know. Are we losing our minds, or are we being the sensible ones?
Right.
Throw money at the problem to make it go away, which is why people can pay for haircuts, Cody.
Oh, well, good for those people that are capable of paying for,
Ugh, why don't you wear a hat or something?
Yeah, wear a hat.
I don't wear a hat.
You ever took it off?
Quick, say something terrible about him. He has no headphones on.
It's just stupid.
Oh, God.
No, you can hear us still.
Yeah, dummies.
That's backfired.
Speaking of things backfiring, you guys ever go to Panda Express?
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about your beard. I'm sorry.
I'll have you know, it is chops. The beard stops right where the microphone protector is.
That was the best visual bit we've ever had. I'm not gonna lie, because Cody has not seen you pass the microphone, so he was genuinely surprised.
Oh, that's amazing.
He's only me with chops.
You always have chops. Like,
we've known each other for years, and you're like,
we went to where Bear works on a Sunday, and it was hilarious because he was not wearing a mask, and I think people were generally shocked that he does not have a beard.
Yeah, my coworkers are like, "Oh, you just got chops.
That's an interesting choice."
I'm like, "Oh, how interesting."
They're like, "I thought it was ridiculous." Nope, it's really ridiculous.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Okay, speaking of things that are beautiful, you ever been to Panda Express?
I have.
You ever encounter like management there and kind of get like this aura about them that they're just like better than everyone?
I saw a manager go, "What's it going to take to get some honey shrimp up here?" And I was like,
"That's a life philosophy."
Agreed, though. But also, they're not far from you. Like, you didn't need to yell. Like, if this is the top of your like professional pantheon. I'm sorry, but you don't need to treat people like this.
Patrick, don't you know that if you want something, you have to speak it out to the universe to get it to come into existence?
Isn't
Or
that
just
the secret?
turn around. What's that?
Isn't that the secret?
Well, not if you tell everyone. Oh,
Oh God!
Fuck! Now I'm not
All
gonna get my
this
honey
vision
shrimp.
boarding for nothing.
I'm just saying it's a secret, man.
Someone wanted to watch the video of the secret ones, and she left it at work.
There's a video.
And I was like, it's apparently.
Is that like the video of like The Ring?
It's the
I think so.
It's
I think
basically.
we were all gonna die in 7 days. But yeah, she's like, because we were all gonna go. I was there specifically to make fun of it. But at the very least, she's like, oh my God, I left it at work. And I go, okay, but can't you just really really want it? And it'll show up. And she goes, man, fuck you. I was like, well, I'm just saying. I thought that was the secret the whole time.
Well, Jennifer Spargafor.
Oh.
That is not a nickname. There's not a name that I just made up. I swear that's this person's name. I'm probably saying it wrong, but that is her name.
Sparta 5. Go on.
Jennifer Spartia 5.
Spartia 5.
What? You shut the fuck up, Cody. I was working at Panda Express in California. Back in 2016, she was told that she needed to attend this thing called Alive Seminars and Coaching Academies self-improvement programs in order to be promoted. So, some different places have different trainings.
Does it have a cool, does it have a cool, like the handle, for it? It's just like, we take all the first letters. Because it should be shorter. You want to get promoted, be shorter. Like that. What was the title again?
Well, it's called Alive Seminars and Coaching Academy, but it's their self-improvement programs.
That's a lot.
Seminars.
So it's not really that much. It's just this little tiny brain. You get this dumb brain.
Cody's still trying to figure out what it is.
I'm a simple man.
Yeah, that's all right.
Anyway, so this woman, she
signed up for a 4-day seminar in July of 2019, but it turns out it's not so much like you learn how to be a better employee in as much as you get treated like a terrorist and locked in a room, much like what Cody's in right now.
Cody's in the middle of that right now. He's like, I'm really not supposed to be talking about it.
Yeah, that's why we started late, because he had to pop up real quick to talk to his boss.
Right, and that was his captor.
Yeah,
they're not feeding me.
That's just confusing, because now I don't know if you're being fed.
That's right.
So the attendees, they're not allowed to use their cell phones. There's no clock on the walls. The doors and windows are all covered in black cloth, and they were well, I'll tell you what. I'm not gonna describe it. I'm just gonna tell you what it is. I'll let you decide if it was maybe too far, not far enough. If it was, right on the, it's she was told she had to take this seminar in order to advance. So when she's still sitting through this, know that she's like, well, I have to do this. I have to do this. I have to do this. It was attended by 20 to 50 Panda Express employees. Held in a warehouse in Los Angeles. Again, Cody, not saying, but if you need help, blink 1,700 times. That only looked like 4.
That's 2.
So at the start, attendees were told to sit down and not talk, and were left in isolation for an hour before a man stormed in, yelling in Spanish and berating them for sitting there and doing nothing.
We're gonna get some honey shrimp.
What's it gonna take to get the goddamn honey shrimp? So look at that. You saw firsthand the results of this training program.
That's why she's manager.
The employee for Alive Seminars proclaimed that the attendees were nothing and they don't matter, berated them individually, basically just trying to beat them down for a while.
It's Panda Express boot camp.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's what
sensory isolation.
If Marines can handle it, so can Panda Express employees.
I mean, seriously, Marines, most of the time, they're not doing stuff. Panda Express, you're out on the front lines every day. Every day.
Oh, so
no days off.
Panda Express employees are the Marines of the food service industry.
Basically, like, isn't heart disease the #1 killer anyway?
Good point, Bear.
I don't even think Marines are in the top 10.
So, Cody, we'd like to welcome you to Panda Express training. So, why do you want to be why would you like to be a manager?
I feel that the management program here at Panda Express provides me with the tools that will help me succeed tomorrow.
Oh, that's good. That's what a stupid fucking idiot would say. Which is a good thing.
Well, that's why I'm here at Panda Express, and even though I might be a stupid fucking idiot, I know that being a stupid idiot just isn't enough.
That's right. You got to be fucking. And if you were to ask for some honey shrimp, like you need it, and you need it right now.
If I need,
how would you honey walnut shrimp? So it's not. There's an allergen in there. You got to be careful with that. How would you ask one of your subordinates to get it?
So that's me now, or me as a future manager with Panda Express.
Just fucking answer the question.
Give me some of that honey shrimp, sir.
Yeah, you definitely need this program. What was that accent you were going for there, Cody?
That is,
I believe that's an Express accent.
An Express that's a Federal Express. FedEx accent.
Federal Express, Panda Express, any kind of Express. That's where you get it.
Thanks,
Thanks for saving me. Give me some of that honey nuts. I'm sorry,
if it would up to me, that was probably like an authentic like Russian accent.
That was
because I'm so good at accents. I could tell the dialect of it.
You should do Scottish because Ian's watching. You should definitely do Scottish and see what he says.
I'm sorry, what was that?
You should do Scottish.
Anyway, no, he is enjoying the show. I don't want to upset him yet.
We've got probably like what is it, like 9 at night over there?
I don't know. Yeah, one day they did all the yelling and screaming and all that fun stuff. Another day, they made everyone strip down to their underwear, get in a circle, and one by one go in the circle and scream their flaws or yell their inner struggles until everyone in the group believed them.
I'm just too good at this job.
I could definitely see Patrick saying that as he walked into the meeting, completely nude. I'm sorry if you don't like how good of a manager I am.
I find myself with nowhere else to go because I've reached the top of my professional capabilities.
You're still referring to Panda Express that they stripped them down, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, I could be very... Oh, that's terrible.
The last time, this goes to show, because if they do this nationwide, they do this nationally, when you go into Panda Express from now on, you need to go up to the manager, ask to see a manager, and then look them in the eyes, and you'll see that they've been through something.
You just go up, I'd like a 2-plate combo, both orange chicken. I'll take the fried rice. It's not your fault, with a drink. That's how you're supposed to order when you're dealing with the manager. If you tell it's like someone, this is like their first job, they're just running the cashier, you can like, look, bitch, give me a fucking honey shrimp. But when it's the manager, you have to somehow subtly slip in there. It's not your fault. So that way they know that you know that they've been there.
Show me on the honey shrimp where they touched you.
Roll right on the tail.
But what's it going to take to get some?
Yeah, I mean, honestly.
Extra honey shrimp.
Well, that's extra. That's an extra charge out.
Oh, it is. I didn't know. Okay.
Oh man,
that's the third day they beat him with sticks, going, no extra shrimp, no extra shrimp.
So, is this a? Do you know? Was this a Panda Express instituted program, or is this some third party that they paid to come in and train them?
Well, that's the thing. It's a third party that some of the Panda Expresses were using, like in the area. But when they first showed up to the seminar, they were required to provide their employee ID numbers, and they received intake materials with the Panda Express logo on it. So it's like they had unofficial third-party kind of stuff.
This is what it is. The president and CEO of Panda Express's cousin used to be a CIA guy who basically tortured during the Gulf War. And now he's got no other place to go. So he's like, listen, what if I made your employees better? And he said, how? And he said, don't worry about it. And then that's what happened.
Well, that's a pretty great idea.
It's like, how much time do you need? Oh, yeah? How much fried rice do you have? His name's Jerry, and he gets paid in honey walnut shrimp.
Jeez. It's like the new Bitcoin.
It is.
How many walnut shrimp did you get? Well, it's worth $78,000. So
I got 0.00214 of a walnut shrimp today. It's been a big day.
It's been big. You guys seen walnut shrimp? It's up.
No.
Speaking of things that are up,
whoa.
This is Cardi B. It's the amount of trauma people are facing because of Zoom.
I get that.
I don't know about you guys, but this is pretty much the extent of my video conferencing for everything. I don't know, Cody, do you have to do a lot of Zoom meetings?
No, not really. I mean, maybe a couple a week, but it's not excessive by any means.
Dude, more than one is a lot, honestly.
It's so excessive. I'm really struggling with how excessive it is.
Some might say I have trauma.
As you can tell, I'm in a cinder block box that I tend to be locked into. And now a lot of that has to do with Zoom. What this is a mental representation. It's a physical
manifestation.
My brain, and that's what you guys are seeing right now. Instead of green, it's my brain screen.
You can't. Nothing can get in. There's no light.
There is no.
Everything's cold.
Right.
As your heart.
Like the color of my skin is the same color as the wall. I don't know why that is, but that's just the way it is.
I didn't even notice that. It's a good thing you put that fucking hat back on.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
It's the only contact to frame a face.
How many do you do? Do you do like what?
I do
like 1 or 2.
I have a big meeting in the one time in the week, and then I do like Zoom calls periodically throughout the day to check with various people.
Right.
But that's like they've made it, Microsoft has their Teams program, which is a lot of kind of Zoom oriented meetings where you can call somebody and it's just like Skype, but it's through their Office product program. So yeah, whatever. Well, I did have my first doctor's appointment today on Zoom. And that was interesting.
How was that?
It was, in a strange way, it was kind of me calling him to say, hey, I need some drugs. And he was just like, well, let me ask you these questions. And then, yeah, sure, I'm going to go ahead and put the order in for these drugs for you.
So what drugs are you on?
Oh, I just have a little tickle in my throat.
That's how you got the drugs. But what drugs did you get?
I don't know, something that isn't penicillin, because the last time I had penicillin, my face had swollen up.
Oh, I thought you had something fun. Never mind.
No, it's not. Nothing fun in my life. That's true. My family.
All right. Well, there's a new study from Stanford University's Virtual Human Interaction Lab saying that with so many Zoom calls, being on so many Zoom calls lately, that is probably triggering your fight or flight survival reflex because you're facing these people. It's basically having someone on the screen like that is the equivalent of having someone up in your face like all day if you're on Zoom all day. I do
this for an hour with you a week.
Are you saying that people are more aggressive because of it?
No, it's you're getting even someone just having a normal conversation with you. So like one of the things they point out, like let's say you're talking to your boss and you see them kind of like looking not at the camera, but like you think they're looking at the camera. In reality, they're looking at right above the screen and they're like, doing one of these kind of looks, just like angry because someone else is fucking around, but you're taking as, oh, my boss is staring at me like he's going to kill me. So it's causing anxiety because you're not be able to read social cues as well.
Right.
Isn't that just social awareness of being like, yeah, I'm not doing anything, but like Anderson won't shut the fuck up above him, or he's messing around with his cat and not paying attention, as opposed to going, this is all about me.
Or Jeffrey Tobin's up in the right corner, just masturbating.
If you got someone really close to it the whole time, it's just like having someone up in your face constantly.
I guess, yeah.
So I mean, I understand how it'd be excessive and everything, but
my wife is on Zoom all day, like from 9 a.m., 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. She's on a Zoom call for the most part all day, and she's just like, I need to get outside. I need to talk to people.
Can she sit outside and talk to people? Or
no,
she just doesn't want to talk to people.
She's got like double monitors. She has to see reports and programs and all kinds. She's
one of those adult jobs.
Yeah, she does. She did.
Was it for like what was it for a hospital?
Yeah.
So I can only imagine. Like the amount of bullshit a day.
Oh yeah.
Just being like, oh my god. Ugh.
Yeah, it's just it. Now the Zoom calls are replacing meetings as being the most unnecessary thing of like, this could have been an email, a 2-minute phone call, but instead we have to get everyone together on a Zoom call and have a bunch of people that don't know how to use things just unknowingly antagonizing everyone else.
Sure.
Here's my thing. At what point in time does every company not go, listen, from 1 to 2 on Monday, we're going to teach everybody in your groups how to use this fucking thing. Because it's been a year. It's like a year today.
Mm-hmm.
And there's still people that are like all up in the thing, like, am I on? Am I on? It's like, how do you not know? How do you not know how to use this? By now. How do you not know?
I don't know.
It drives me crazy.
You make a valid point. I think IT departments all over the country are really struggling right now, and giving them an opportunity.
Should have said something. I mean, come on, though.
No, I think you're right.
The guy, like the lawyer who couldn't take a damn filter off and had to reassure the judge that he, in fact, is not a cat.
I'm not a cat.
I'm not a cat.
I'm here, and I'm not a cat.
You are aware of that, aren't you, Cody?
I am not. I haven't seen this.
Oh my god. You don't watch the news at all, do you?
No. I mean, I don't watch it. I read it.
Oh.
Let's see.
No, I mean, I like the real interesting thing is it's all going to be there. Like this is even once the pandemic's over, it's going to be like this. I had a conversation with an interesting guy that had said that he's in commercial real estate, and he thinks that at least even when it goes back to its peak, they're still going to be missing 40 to 50% of the business they were experiencing even pre-pandemic time periods. So even when things go back, people are still going to be working from home. It's just cheaper.
My dad's 68 years old, and he's like, I don't think I'm going back. Like, oh, there it is.
It is, and I don't know how to remove it. I've got my assistant here. She's trying to, but I'm going to go forward with it. I'm here live. I'm not a cat.
Just in case there was an issue where they go, I'm sorry, did that cat, one, learn to talk, but also get a law degree? Like,
will you say that to me?
Whose credentials do we have to review that they have the same degree as this cat?
I just want to be clear. I am not a cat. Well, the cat just said he's not a cat.
So it sounds like
who
he's
do
lying.
I trust? As a dog person, who am I supposed to trust?
I thought you swore an oath to not lie, and here you are lying about not being a cat.
So my eyes are lying? Is that what you're saying, sir?
You're saying I'm unfit to sit on the seat?
Well, I find you in cat tempt.
Meow. Well, speaking of contempt, you guys hear about International Women's Day?
Yeah.
I fully support it.
Do you hear about Burger King
No.
trying to fully support it?
They didn't. Are you serious?
Are you unaware of Burger King?
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm just gonna show you their tweet because it's
Let's
so
read it.
I don't want to say good, but it's so good.
You gotta read it though.
Women belong.
What? I'm sorry. Read it out loud.
Women belong in the kitchen.
Cody
Is,
Frederick,
Wait, hold on.
2021.
Can you bring it back? Can you bring it back? Cody, you'll notice that it was at Burger King UK.
yeah, I noticed.
So we're gonna need that in an English accent.
All right. Women belong in the kitchen. Cheers.
That's really good.
Cheers, cheers, cheers. By the way, that tweet was deleted.
Yeah, they got it deleted. It deleted. They deleted it because turns out they it's not even like they tweeted on accident. They did it to get people's attention because they're trying to draw attention to the fact that women are underrepresented in kitchens. So their way of saying not that it's their job in the kitchen is that they have a place, they should be allowed. Like, why is it so disproportionate that men have these jobs?
Yeah, right.
But when you lead it off with women belong in the kitchen,
it'd be like Subway putting up a thing.
That's the voice you hear in your head when you read that?
That's my UK accent.
Women belong in the kitchen.
That's the UK accent.
I'm telling you, that would women belong in the kitchen. That would be like Subway putting out a thing on National Women's Day that says, "Hey ladies, go make me a sandwich."
Mm-hmm. It's like, hey, now hiring all women. It's like, yep, you should be hiring them anyway. Why you gotta point that out? Like, what are you trying to say?
And why do we need Burger King to be like, listen, guys?
Burger King UK.
They sat around in a room and they're like, "Oi, what do you think about us texting this in support of the ladies?" And they were like,
you daft cunt. Do it. I don't know what accent I was doing, but I nailed it.
I don't know. It's finally got that Scottish accent. He's very happy.
Oh, sweet. I was trying to do a Florida accent though.
Ooh, you were close.
Yeah. So they said that when we decided to delete the original tweet after our apology, it was brought to our attention that there were abusive comments in the thread, and we don't want to leave the space open for that. Maybe don't lead with women belong in the kitchen, and then just nothing else. Right. Like they had subsequent tweets that were like, "Oh yeah,
They literally should have just wrote, and that is all."
They could have said something as simple as, "There are opportunities in the kitchen for women."
Yeah.
See, that just sounds like you're trying to lure them for sex.
I think that's just the way I sound. Yeah.
You want to come to my concrete kitchen?
Yeah, exactly.
And then Wendy's, whose Twitter game is always on, is like, "We're here, bitches."
Yeah, they followed up the tweets with one saying that we're on a mission to change the gender ratio in the restaurant industry by empowering female employees with the opportunity to pursue a culinary career.
Open with that.
Yeah.
Open with that.
Did you know, first tweet, did you know there's a disparity? We're working on fixing it. Instead, they just opened the door with, "Fuck you! Come work here. See what happens.
Kitchen. In the kitchen.
I'm going to send you to Panda Express boot camp."
And what's it take to get some honey shrimp?
We don't sell that here. It's Burger King.
What's it gonna take? It's what I learned. It's what I know.
Oh man, so that's a brands with their Twitter game have really tried stepping it up over the last few years because they realize that's a great way to gain traction is by having a really good social media game. I don't think Burger King really. Burger King UK probably got like the 14,000th person that was available for the job because all the rest of them were snatched up, and they're like, "Yeah, you got some funny words,
right?
Show us what you got." Oh dear.
What do you think that room looked like when they were talking about the tweet? How are we going to support Women's International Day? Well, let's just tell them that they belong in kitchens. Women, they do. They belong in kitchens. Well, that's brilliant, Jerry. Public.
I'm gonna go assault my receptionist.
You should send that. I already have. This meeting is moot.
I didn't even ask for permission. I just did it on the way in.
This could have been an email, but it's a whole Zoom call.
Mm-hmm. It's a Zoom call, and what's weird, we're in the same conference room, but we're using Zoom.
Right.
Yeah, we paid for the technology. We got to do it. Am I right?
You got to do it. Company paid for that $29.95 for the year.
Right.
And as if Burger King wasn't the best for, you know,
You're
the
struggling.
treatment of
Just say what it is.
the treatment of women.
There it is.
Then we have a Texas school district that there was a Texas school that had a English assignment that was made for the idea of giving women how to behave. It started off, hear ye, ladies.
Ugh,
So you already know it's
You
gonna be
already
right.
know you hate it.
right.
Mhm.
It's like, listen, before I was a teacher, I worked at medieval times. And they said, is that life experience ever going to cross over? And I said, yes.
Yeah, because the
I
handout
got
was.
this lesson plan.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned the lesson plan because we have a copy of it.
Oh,
It's the
cool.
rules for chivalry. It says on this day, the ladies in
Oh,
this,
God.
yeah, there's a lot. On this class, will demonstrate to the school how the code of chivalry and standards set in the medieval concept of courtly love carries over into the modern day. The
Courtney
ladies,
Love? Did you say Courtney Love or
courtly love.
Okay, because otherwise this would have been ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with curb.
Surprisingly, a lot of these rules fall over to the Courtney Love section too. So
That's true.
The ladies in the class will follow the rules of Chivalry Day. All ladies deemed worthy of the honor by the gentleman will receive 10 points for every signature at the end of the day. Fathers and other adult males may insist on following the rules into the evening and may report to the judges. Basically, they have to behave like
What's crossed out?
that would be names.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But it says something these. I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's just that everything that's crossed out is personal information, so you cannot go after any individual person that may be mentioned in this.
Cody, do you want to read these out and they'll no way be used out of context one day if we ever get mad at you?
that's right. There's no way I say could ever be.
Okay. But also, the way you read this, I'm pretty sure you have to be doing it impassioned and looking right in the camera and kind of like making it like your own personal demands. Because like I want you to get in the way of like this is I want to get in the brain of the person who wrote this.
There, I get
Right.
it.
Okay. Hold on.
What are you doing?
He's like, I don't need any more direction. I got it.
Okay, now you just pulled it away, so now I can't.
Yeah,
see
we can't see it.
Damn it.
See it, Bear.
I know.
Damn it.
You really. Can you do half and half?
No.
Damn it. That's okay.
Ladies must dress in a feminine manner to please the man. That's the first one.
But it must be within the school dress code, by the way.
But it must be.
That's the best part. It's like, I want you to.
I want you to be a whore, but those better be knee-length skirts.
No spaghetti straps.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies must address men respectfully by title with a lowered head and a curtsy.
Oh my God. Cody, these thoughts that you're having are terrible.
I can't believe
Ladies
you
must not complain or whine.
that concrete box is
Why?
getting to him.
That's right.
Right?
Ladies must never criticize a male. Ladies must cook, preferably by. What is that? B-U-Y?
It says
Preferably not by.
Oh, preferably not by.
They wanted home cooked, Cody.
Yeah,
Cody wants
Cody,
it home cooked, everybody.
You want a home cooked food, and when Cody wants a home cooked food, he'll let you out the box so you can make it.
Can I get some of those shrimps?
They're slowly just be getting worse and worse for the name. It started with honey walnut, became honey shrimp, and now it's just shrimp.
Shrimp!
Have a handful of uncooked, unpeeled shrimp.
Is that deterred shrimp? Okay.
Because I don't want it.
Ladies, you must
Oh, wow.
initiate conversation with males.
Ooh, it literally says must not initiate. Don't talk to me.
Words aren't my specialty.
Mm-hmm. Just hatred, apparently.
With the exception of male teachers. They're allowed to ask questions.
Ladies must walk behind men or walk daintily, as if their feet are bound.
Ew.
Mm-hmm. So they got a curtsy. They got to walk all like tee.
Outside of the classroom, ladies cannot show intellectual superiority. Oh my God. I'm sorry.
You say it as if you mean it.
I say it as if I mean it. Outside the classroom, ladies cannot show intellectual superiority if it would affect the men around them.
It would offend.
Affect.
There's no chance of you showing intellectual superiority. Don't worry about it.
Not happening. Ladies should clean up after their moms.
Man.
Men. Ladies must obey must obey any reasonable request of a male. If not, If
not sure if it is considered reasonable.
Ladies can check with their teachers.
I don't know. I better go check with the guy that assigned this bullshit.
Sally,
He's like, yeah, it's good.
Right now, Sally, you must kiss me.
He just wants to include himself.
Now, the most important rule, Cody.
Yeah.
That your personal believe in.
Ladies must bring in root beer, ginger ale, or sparkling cider for the gentlemen in the class.
I gotta tell you, girl comes up to me with a root beer. I'm like, I love you.
I know, right?
What was this for?
This was just an assignment at Shallow Water High School in Texas.
Shallow Water.
Mm-hmm.
It was.
Is it a private school or is it a public school?
From what I could see, it was a public school.
Yeah. Water, Texas. Well, come on down to Texas here. We'll get you taken care of. You want to make sure your lady stays right. We'll just make sure her feet are bound. She smiles, looks at you, and make sure don't feel inferior.
So this was an assignment for the day that they wanted the students to participate in, and then continue on once they got home. So you have to be subservient in the house as well. And then it turns out once adults got a hold of it and they complained about it, they're like, "Oh, this is a nightmare. We got to shut this down." So it instantly got removed. The Shallow Water Independent School District Superintendent Anita Hebert said that the assignment has been reviewed, and despite its historical context, it does not reflect our district and community values.
Well, yeah. I'll tell you right now, Shallow Water.
It does not respect. Come on.
I believe has 1,685 students, and the school received an accountability rating of an A.
A for accountability.
A for accountability, and A for did he really just try to teach that?
Did you really do that?
That's terrible.
If it makes you feel any better, there is an accompanying male lesson.
Oh, it does make me feel better.
We don't have to read all of these, but it's basically you got to wear jacket and suit and tie. You have to have courtly courtesy. You'll assist ladies to seat themselves. Basically, all the shit that people that don't know how to talk to people. Yeah,
all females in the class and all female faculty members will be considered noblewomen and be addressed as "milady."
Milady.
Remove gentlemen with people or person. It's basically how you should treat everybody.
And you know,
so you're saying that everyone should create a yummy treat of friendship and medieval tradition of coded messages for a lady in his class?
Yes.
That's exactly what I'm saying, Bear.
Okay. For everyone. Not just
I have 3 complaints and 1 restraining order that say you can't do that. So you're spreading false hope.
Well,
you got to know that the poetry kids
that I feel, and I'm going to drop the restraining order. I get it.
Well, ooh, and that's what this whole show's about, ladies and gentlemen.
Mm-hmm. Getting
Bear really together. Wants to go to California one day, and as long as that restraining order is in place.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I just have to know when he's on vacation, but that's a violation as well.
The theater kids love that whole week. They're like, "Oh, milady!" It's like,
"Oh, milady!"
Knock it off, Trevor.
We're just gonna beat you up next week when you say it,
right?
You're my math teacher.
This week we all have to say it, but next week your ass is kicked.
We're gonna fuck you up,
milady.
Milady. All right, we got. You know what? We're just gonna keep on riding the milady train because there was a whole bunch of knuckleheads this past week, and they rightly need to be called out for this. Have you seen this kind of shit? Are you guys familiar with this Missouri pastor at the First General Baptist Church?
Is this the guy that basically said that women should look like Melania Trump?
Oh my God, look at you, Cody. You've got something.
That's a part of the news that he read.
Here's the thing you need to know about men. Don't give him a reason to be like this distracted boyfriend.
Mm-hmm. Using memes
You hear
to
me?
teach.
Don't
He's
give
so
him a
good.
reason to be looking around. Hello? So, okay. Why is it so many times that women, after they get married, let themselves go?
That's a good question, Cody. Why? Why is that?
Why do they do?
Why
do you specifically believe that so much?
Well,
It's an honest question, Cody.
This
You're
is a
right.
video of Cody.
You're absolutely right, and I should have an answer for this. But the reality is that no matter how many times
It's
I
been
want
stressful.
my long-term ladies, I want to make sure that they're fit. They need to be fit, and that's just because I have them running around all the time. And if they're not,
Woman
problem.
would be the epic trophy wife of all time,
Mhm.
like Melania Trump.
Epic all the time.
I'm not saying that at all. Now, most women can't be trophy wives, but you know, like her, maybe a participation trophy. I don't know.
Yeah, Cody. Now, why is it
Wow.
that you specifically called your wife a participation trophy wife?
Listen, he's had a hard week. He got fired from Burger King UK's Twitter feed.
Mm-hmm.
He's had it rough.
He got fired from Burger King's UK's Twitter feed. He ended up
No, you
getting a
did.
job as like, oh, I did.
Yeah.
Well,
Pay
yes,
attention,
I
Cody.
did too. And then I decided to take up and be like an inspirational speaker for Panda Express, and that
Right.
didn't work out.
That
And
did not work.
so I ended up deciding to be a pastor because I wanted to save people's lives. And as you can see,
Through,
this is where
through
we're at.
Jesus.
Through Jesus, yeah, absolutely.
He's a true savior. We don't need to watch the rest of it, but he's
So
pretty
this
much
guy
just
just
saying,
has- This guy just has a crush on Melania Trump, and he wanted everyone to know it.
yeah. He spent pretty much the whole
Which
sermon.
Melania? Which Melania? Because there's like three.
I don't know.
Have you ever noticed? Have you ever seen the stand-ins?
No.
Google it. It's crazy. Like there's
I
just
don't-
trips that Melania did not want to go on, so they found someone who kind of looked like Melania, and is where she's wearing the big fucking sunglasses. It's like don't worry, they'll never tell. They'll never be able to tell. But it's like this is clearly not Melania, and he introduces her as Melania, and it's just like this is not Melania. It's hilarious. Little homework for everybody. Go Google that. You'll laugh your ass off.
So the original video was deleted from the church's website.
Oh, what a shock.
But somehow a woman that was watching the sermon decided to post a video to Facebook. She's like, oh, this is a nightmare. Everyone should probably see this.
Everyone should see this.
Yeah, part of his sermon, he said, men have a need for their women to look like women. Sweatpants don't cut it all the time. Wearing flip-flops and pajamas to Walmart, that ain't gonna work. Ain't nothing attractive about it. It ain't. And men want their lives to look good at home and in public. Can I get an amen?
Listen,
Patrick, can I get an amen?
No, because I disagree.
Well, you almost fucking did.
I almost did. You can't. It's like asking me to wave my hands in the air. I don't care. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go on behalf of the aspect of sweatpants or yoga pants.
Mm-hmm.
There is really nothing better in the world, and so this guy is he's got his head up his ass.
Okay, so now, and Cody, as a member of the jeans delegation, what do you have to say to Patrick's claims that sweatpants and leggings are superior?
As a member of the jeans delegation, I've always believed that denim it doesn't get its due, and it's just as comfortable, it's just as loose, it's just as fitting as a set of sweats would be. And to be honest with you, it's much more rugged, it's more durable, and boy, does my butt look good in these Wranglers.
Mm-hmm. As a member of Team Freeballing, I reject all of your clothing attire and demand freedom from my lower nethers.
I feel too bad that you don't have the support you desire, Mr. Freeball.
That's right. And sometimes those leggings are quite airy, so it helps get the airflow to them.
A little too tight. That's why I'm a jeans man. Right.
Well, one of the things that we like to do so often in this show, Cody, is we like to help people because it's a pandemic. People are looking for jobs.
Yep.
We got a really solid job opportunity. I wanted to bring to your attention right now. Are you familiar with the company My True Green Lawn? It's an online retailer for true green lawn care.
I'm not, but I want to learn more.
Well, they are looking to pay someone as an independent contractor right now to the tune of $1,000. All you have to do is play some cornhole. You know, bags.
Yeah, of course. I love bags. Bags is one
Okay.
of my favorite games of all time.
That's all you got to do. The posting says, do you need more reasons to get outside? Looking for ways to have fun while socially distancing? Want something to do that's good for all ages? If you are, then we have the job for you. We're paying someone $1,000 to play cornhole. They just want to look at someone to play cornhole and tell us about how you are using it to stay connected while staying safe. But here's the trick. Here's where they get you with it. These job listings, there's always a catch. Whether it's you have to sit there and watch 14 hours straight of The Office, or you have to rate
have to. You mean get to?
This one, you have to have access to your own cornhole equipment. So now, Cody, can you, a person that lives in a cinder block box, do you have a bag set? Do you have a cornhole set?
I don't.
What are you going to do? Then you just lost out on a job. You just got fired.
You just lost out $1,000.
Here's what you do. It's just like anything else, man. You got to invest in yourself. And this is one of those scenarios where you have to invest in cornhole. And you go to your local cornhole dealer.
What's your favorite one? What's your favorite cornhole store? There's so many out there.
Yeah,
give us your five favorite cornhole stores.
My fifth, it's really simple. Obviously, number 5 is Barry's O's. It's called Barry's O's. Obviously, some of the greatest cornhole material you can buy.
Sure.
The next one is Hole in One, where you get your holes. And then the third one would be Slap It. It's that hole. The second one is Got a Bag, Put It in My Hole. And then the first one, obviously everybody's favorite chain, is Walmart. So I make sure that and Walmart does.
Oh, you're talking about all the places over in the cornhole district.
Yeah, absolutely. Next to the meatpacking industry.
You know who needs a job? Is some goddamn teenager in Ontario, Canada. He missed out on having a job so he could pay for his own shit. He decided to call 911 because of something his mom did.
Really?
Yeah, this male teenager decided to call 911 because something. Patrick, what is something that a teenager would call 911 over his mom doing? That's not that would end up on this show.
That would end up on this show?
Yeah.
Always coming in my room. Hello, 911. My mom won't get out of my room.
She's always in here.
She's always in here asking me what I'm doing.
Cody,
or how I'm feeling about the divorce.
And I'm like, I'll get over you one day.
Like, get out. Try to listen to my music.
And Cody, what do you think is a reason for a teenager to call 911 on his mom?
A reasonable reason or
no, a reason that we've been talking about it on a show called Stupid Talking Stupid.
Yeah, you're on a show. There's nothing reasonable about
it. My mom's taking my Skittles. She's hidden.
Oh, she wants to taste the rainbow.
You know what? Cody's closest in his guesstimation.
Am I really?
Yeah, because he got locked out of his gaming system. He got in trouble. Wasn't allowed to play video games.
Jesus.
So he called 911 when she locked him out of it.
Like the woman who, when they ran out of chicken nuggets at McDonald's, the woman called 911.
Oh yeah, in the drive-thru. Shrieking at them. And like, you can't.
I get it.
I mean, sure, but you can't really do that.
I mean, every time they forget my barbecue sauce, and I get home, I reach in the bag, and I'm like, fuck.
That should be an exception to crimes, like misdemeanor crimes. Like, why did you commit this vandalism? They didn't give me my barbecue sauce from my shrimps. And they're like, oh, well, case dismissed.
What's it take to get some barbecue sauce for the shrimps around here?
It's a natural like argument.
Right. So she locked him out for my nephews get locked out every now and again.
Is it like a time thing, or is it just because he's being a little shit?
It's a little bit of both. Sometimes it's like I don't remember what it was. Like the one had, because you guys I'm not a PlayStation person, so you can send files, you can send videos and stuff like that. So I guess there was like a pornography thing. So like they caught it. So everybody was like, they're like, yeah, you're off for like 30 days. Like he was banned for like 30 days.
But before you go, you need to show me how you did that.
Show me how you did that. But you know, yeah, they were like the kids were passing around stuff, and then sooner or later the PlayStation police got a hold of it. And they were like, "Where's this coming from? Who sent it?" And all those people got like 30 days suspensions.
Sure.
But I had never seen that kid watch so much TV though. Like the kid's always at, but it was hilarious because he just watched YouTube videos of people playing video games.
Right.
You gotta get your fill somehow.
I guess so.
Speaking of trying to get your fill, has there ever been a video game that you wanted so bad that you would commit a crime to get?
No.
No.
No? Okay. Well, then you are a little bit different than our old buddy Clint Butler, because he was serving a 17-year sentence for armed robbery and firearm possession.
He is one first name, middle name away from like being an assassin. Clint Ray Butler shot the president.
Not even a good assassin. Yeah, he's like that guy. He's the guy.
No, to be a good assassin, you have to have three full first names.
I would think for a good assassin, it's just the one name.
Like Madonna.
No, it's always Lee Harvey Oswald.
Oh, I understand these guys, like these crazy guys that kill somebody. But if you're like an assassin, like a hired gun, like, oh no, did you guys see Sliver? I'm
Hansel.
Terrible name.
How many professional killers do you know of that are named Sliver? Like, oh, I got stabbed.
No, you're not allowed to talk about it. Don't talk about him. He'll come find you.
If there is, there's one, and that's all there needs to be.
That's all it needs to be.
He spends your entire life getting you. He's like, haha, I got you again.
Sliver.
It's
Sliver.
It's death by 1,000 cuts, but it's 1,000 slivers.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, look at that. It's so annoying underneath the base of your skin.
Who did you kill? The president? Oh, cool. And what's your name? Lee Harvey Oswald. Oh, that's cool. Yeah,
that's cool. You know what? Now, if it was Sliver, that would have made it in the books.
I'm kind of putting in work myself. I have already harassed a 6-year-old girl that was on a dock. I got her a big toe pretty damn good. Sliver has struck.
And then I run away going, should have been wearing shoes.
Yeah.
That's his call sign.
They used to call me Sliver Harvey Oswald, but
that's gonna get so infected.
So he was in jail for a 17-year sentence for armed robbery and firearm possession, but in November 2020, he escaped from a prison, has been a fugitive ever since. And then now when he's out in England,
good.
Not when he's they have the curfews and everything where they're not supposed to be out. And hold on, that was a little loud. I'm trying to get to it. So this guy gets stopped by police.
Okay.
On body. There we go. Get confronted by police, and they travel from too far away. And then the reason I'm showing this is because the first thing that happens.
I'm going to check the details because blatantly you both saw us walking up here, and you turn around and you come walking around.
Right in the dick. Right, just right in the dick. That's his first line of defense is yeah, I'm catching you for committing a crime. Like, I'm gonna kick you in the dick. This is an armed robbery person, a felon, and he's out committing more crimes by just buying a video game because he's violating the curfew or the travel order.
People in the dick.
And then someone's like, I'm gonna have to look you up because here's the thing. Oh,
you should change the name of the segment title to Crime ED.
I'm not going to do that though because it's COD for Call of Duty.
I know
he was out he's getting the new Call of Duty game.
Right.
You know how important it is to get Call of Duty 97?
Kicking the ball's important.
It's the special edition where you kick someone in the balls to unlock a new gun.
It was a double gotcha moment. And
It was.
Pop's like, gotcha. And he's like,
got them.
gotcha. Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, that's a triple gotcha moment.
Oh, that's true.
One for each.
Oh, it's enough to make you want to blow up the world.
No, don't do it.
Okay, I won't. Because there is good news in the world.
Yay.
Someone by the name of Rhonda Lee. She
Sounds like a 1950s song. Rhonda Lee.
Rhonda Lee is a woman in Jackson County, West Virginia. Decided to help people out during the pandemic using her own basement, which is where Cody's hiding out. She started taking money out of her own paychecks and she created a food pantry for her own, like the neighborhood and everything.
Cody's like, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Rhonda Lee.
Say
the words I told you you're allowed to say. All right.
Rhonda's really good to me.
When she was laid off in June, so when she was working, she'd be putting in like $100 to $200 a week into it to buying food and supplies to give to people in the area. And then when she was laid off in June, she kept the pantry going with her savings.
Wow.
Because she was so dedicated to trying to help everyone else. She said she has strived to find ways to give back to the community. Find ways to give back to the community after others helped her when she lost everything in a flash flood in 1995.
Wow.
Yeah, so she said, I know what it's like to get up one day and everything's gone. They helped me, and now I'm in a position, so I'm going to help others.
That's really cool.
It's amazing that someone like this person received help 25 years ago from the community, and then she finally found a way where she's able to help out herself and give back to the same community that helped build her back up.
Right.
I think it goes to show that every good deed
goes punished.
Goes punished. Every positive thing backfires tremendously. No, that's
not it.
Even something as small as looking out for your fellow neighbors,
right?
Can resonate for years and come back to help even further. Like, it's not the reason you do stuff is like, oh, this is going to get me good stuff in the future, but someone that received all this help at her lowest moment is now in a position to help so many others, and she's doing it. She doesn't tell anyone no. She even will drop the box off. She'll deliver the boxes herself if people need it. Like, she'll just make the delivery, so it's free food and a free delivery, just to try to help everyone out in her community.
Wow.
And then she goes, "I'm sorry, did somebody say they wanted some honey shrimp? Here you go." You're like, "Oh, you're the best.
This is what we have to do.
That's what it takes. That's what it takes to get some honey shrimp around here."
True.
A giving heart.
So yeah.
Sorry, does this have nuts in it? Oh.
Ooh. If I could just.
But I appreciate it.
I prefer freshwater caviar, so if you could just take back these SpaghettiOs. But yeah, it's important to remember that there's people doing good on such small levels too, just right next door to you. So yeah.
Oh, and that's it. Cody, thanks so much for coming.
Yeah, Cody's here.
Let's do it again in 7 years.
Oh, promise?
Do promise.
Cody, you have a podcast, or
I do a podcast every week with a buddy of mine. It's called the Dan and Cody Podcast, real original. Most of the stuff.
Which one are you?
I'm the easy one, and
cool.
But yeah, we do that every week. It's called the Dan and Cody Podcast, and you can check that out on all of the same probably places that you can enjoy Stupid's Talking Stupid. So
we're probably on like way more platforms. Like,
probably are on more platforms, but you can check out the major ones. Like all that matters. And then also I just started a show. It's called That Pop Culture Show. You can check that out on YouTube, and you can also download the podcast version if you want. But that's a video produced show. We bring on celebrities, various collectors, people that are in the music, art, and
is it out now, or is it coming?
Yeah, it's out now. You can check it out now. And
who is the most famous person you have had?
Well, the most famous person we've had is this woman named Veronica Rosati.
Spelled with a W.
Polish, yeah, with the W. And she is, there we go. That's our show right there. But she's pretty great. Actually, Ryan Condal's probably the most famous because he's the showrunner for the new Game of Thrones series that's going to be on HBO. So he was on.
What is Veronica?
But Veronica, she's been in some stuff. She's been in Supernatural. She was in CSI New York. She's done some Polish television. But she's great. Rich Carell's interesting. He was our last week's guest, and he was in Leave It to Beaver. And he's also the producers on Full House, all of TGIF, and like Miller Boyette, he was a big part of, and he's the co-creator of like Hannah Montana. So these guys are all big collectors of various pieces. Rich has a big movie collection of things from Batman. Anyway, but check it out. It's kind of a fun little show to watch too.
And another show that Cody was, I don't know what part you were involved in, but Mr. Big Shot over here.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we did. I was a producer on that Prop Culture, which was a show that basically kind of highlighted the story of where props ended up. So we talked to people that were involved in films. I was really involved in about 5 episodes. The Muppets episode was a big one that I was involved in. Pirates of the Caribbean, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, I was kind of involved in. Who Framed Roger Rabbit was a big one that I was involved with.
Yeah, that was a cool one.
Yeah,
that was
they actually had him on, and he was looking at the Christopher Lloyd's looking at the costume.
Yeah, they both
like went
the haircut. Yeah, that's pretty.
Yeah, he went like right into it, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah. So we had that show that's out on Disney Plus right now, so you can check out that. And if you're
it's all on it. Go take a look at it, and go to Disney Plus and be like, "We want more."
Yeah, absolutely. Send them emails.
Let's start a write-in campaign.
Absolutely.
Ask Burger King UK to hook us up with some tweets.
That's
right. Yeah, because
Cody belongs in the Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for having me on the show. I appreciate you letting me be a part of it. I've had a lot of fun. It's been nice.
No problem. It's good to see you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe we can even talk socially. It doesn't have to be on a
I don't know
widely broadcasted podcast. Well, I can. Bear doesn't like talking.
Bear's going to have a baby. He doesn't realize that his life is about to completely be over.
When all this pandemic stuff is over, I will be coming to visit you because Bear won't have any money. But I will come out to California because, I got expendable income because I'm not, tied down with a family.
Yeah, I'm stuck with that. What's that called? Enduring happiness. Ugh. Hate it.
You're going to look at this thing and realize that you only have so much time on the planet Earth, and you get to watch this child rise. And that sounds really cute, but once you experience it, it's the coolest thing you'll ever experience.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Ew.
I know it sounds gross, but
that went real. Anyway, where can they find us online?
You can find us individually on Twitter at PatrickNews42.
That's me.
At Hungry as a Bear. That's me. Follow Cody at the Matterhorn handle. Follow this podcast at Stupid Tweeting. You can search for us on Facebook and YouTube by searching for Stupid Talking Stupid to get the video version of our podcast every Thursday, 4 p.m. Central. You can get the audio version of the podcast on iTunes, iHeartRadio, Spotify, any podcast app that will give you a search function. Just look for Stupids Talking Stupid, where the best results you'll find in anything stupid related. And for all of our information, you can go to www.stupidstalkingstupid.com, and we have links to our store there as well as previous episodes.
Yeah, that's going to do it for this week. For Stupid Talking Stupid, I'm Patrick.
And I'm Bear.
And that was Cody.
And that was...
Thanks.
Cody over there.
We'll talk to you later.